Welcome back to the channel, lads and ladies, and welcome to the He177. This is a really neat user model that has entered the game, and so once again, congratulations to Gaijin for including what would you call this? Fan content in a great way. And speaking of fans, this thing has some massive propellers driven by a pair of engines each. So if you look at the wings, those odd bulges you see are easy now. They're very large engines. And what are we doing? Well, I've brought you into the match actually at a point where I'm AFK. I've just bombed 1.5 bases because I don't have the what would you call it? The maximum bomb loadout for this plane yet. Sorry guys, I'm still in like weekend mode. And by the way, thanks for welcoming me back to the channel. I took a couple of days off from making videos just because I needed a break. I was actually playing a lot of Endless Legend because I bought the Humble Strategy bundle, which was a great deal, and it included some games that I really wanted to get my hands on. In fact, Endless Legend and Dungeon of the Endless are two games that I promised myself I would buy when they went on sale. And they went on sale, so I picked them up. And I've already played a ton of them before I bought them, because I was able to do that. and now that I've purchased them, I've been playing a little bit, and I've been avoiding the events in War Thunder to bring this back to the War Thunder content. I know this gameplay is just riveting, isn't it? I was actually AFK at this point because Tank Toddler was making it very clear that she was ready for nap time, and the way she does that is by breaking down all the barriers and busting into my area and screeching at me. And then when I try to feed her, she just spits the food out and throws it on the ground. So when she gets more and more demanding, I check the clock, because that usually means it is close to nap time, and I was absolutely right. So here we are, taking Tank Toddler off for a nap. We're making her a bottle, we're laying her down, she's complaining to us, not sleepy, you know, she hates getting put on her back, she's like a turtle. And what was it? There's still a poopy diaper in the middle of the living room. Guys, remind me to put that in the trash can outside. I forgot about that. We also changed her diaper. So we were AFK, and the match is winding down here. I was actually in a team that had 4 of these Heinkel 177s, and unlike other bombers, Heinkels can actually sort of carry a match under the right circumstances. They're a really interesting bomber, and you're gonna see why in just a moment. Right? I told you that I destroyed 1.5 bases. If you get the maximum bomb loadout, you can destroy 2 bases or do some serious damage to the enemy airfield because of how that bomb layout is set up. And watch how this thing flies. As you can see, we're going at a pretty good speed here, and this is the point where we got back to the keyboard because, as I said, we had some duties to take care of first. And guys, seriously, remind me about that duty in the living room. I don't want Tank Bomb to come home to me, you know, doing other chores, or maybe possibly playing War Thunder, and there's a poop in the middle of the living room. So, speaking of poop in the middle of the room, that P-47 was attempting to take down our ally who was over the airfield, and he got wrecked by AAA. And now we're going to see if we can get AAA to visit our friend over there, and before our anti-aircraft fire takes him down, our own 20mm rear gunner Menengeshos returned the favor to that American Focke-Wulf. So good stuff all around. And now we have but to land on the airfield. Guys, I want to tell you something. It's great to be back making videos. I love this. So I kind of want to share something with you guys. I'm pretty open about what kind of person I am, and have you noticed that I'm somewhat cheerful? Well, I'm actually a big, huge basket of emotions, and I just decide not to hold them in with you guys. But you know, like most people, I experience some negative emotions, and I've been kind of moody over the past few days, and so I stepped back from making videos just because, well, I needed a little bit of a break, and things were getting a bit, you know, frustrating with the grind. But even more than that, it's just like a personal issue. I'm a moody person. I go through periods of depression, and I have like one of the most positive outlooks in the world. I'm convinced that God loves me and I'm going to heaven, and I get to like live my dream. Like, I literally married my dream girl. Like, I'm not kidding. I literally dreamed about this girl, and she's amazing. She takes great care of me. I have a beautiful baby. I get to live the dream, right? I get to be a youth pastor, which is just like a passion project for me. I talk about the Bible with my kids. I know this is War Thunder stuff, but I'm just explaining like my life, right? And I've just been living the dream. I'm a very happy person, but I just have that personality, right, where I go through these moody phases and I get depressed, and it's okay for me to just like step back and relax and not try so hard when those kinds of things are going on. And wasn't that a smooth landing with the He177? And the video seems to be rather junky, so that's a thing. Anyway, let's keep going with this commentary. We landed, we've gotten a kill, we've destroyed 1.5 bases. For bomber gameplay, this is already a really exciting match. And the reason we're in a bomber today is, once again, for the grind. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it, guys. I'm going to get the PV2D. What in the heck is going on with this video? Super duper laggy on my end here. I hope that's not the final product. Anyway, guys, if that's the way it looks, I won't be able to publish this. But it looks like my graphics card might be a bit overburdened. But anyway, He177 is a strategic / heavy bomber that was actually designed to be capable, believe it or not, right? This is just German craziness, of being a dive bomber. So as you saw, we were able to dive on that P-47 with some amazing agility. The flight model of this plane is really fun for a heavy bomber. It kind of reminds me of what I used to be able to do with the BV-238 back in the day, but of course on a much more nimble scale. But just the aggressive way you can fly this really reminds me of that plane. So now there's 2 enemy planes left, and look at these guys. Here's another He177 going into straight up fighter mode. Look at how, I mean, this is a heavy bomber. This is a strategic bomber, and it's able to move like a lumbering heavy fighter, right? Just the way that this thing can fly through the air is just an absolute blast. And speaking of which, look at us blow the wing off of that poor guy. Was that a Typhoon, I think? And then he goes for a ram and doesn't quite connect with us. That would have been exciting if he did. But that is going to be just about the end of the match. We've got our second kill, and you know, what a world we live in, right? And a third guy is getting pestered. That guy, actually, he's a Spitfire, and he's already lost half of a wing. But so to that He177 squad, their squad name was D something DWP. I can't remember. You can see it on the screen. I can't. My editing software is Garbo. But congratulations to you guys. That was a great match. I had a lot of fun. Apparently they were some Czech fellas, because I checked out their channel, and it looks pretty interesting. There's another Czech streamer that I watch when he goes on the air. He's a pretty cool guy. He speaks English, and he's got a pretty neat channel. I can't remember what his name is. Ravix or something? I can't remember. I'm so sorry. I'm really bad with name. I'm bad with name. I'm also bad with English. Sorry, I'm really bad with names. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the match for me. It ended up being really exciting. And I was going to mention this, but the reason we were in a heavy bomber was just because of the event that's going on right now where you can unlock parts, and I'm going to be building the PV2D. I love my attackers, as you guys know. I can't wait to get that plane on the channel. Guys, thanks for joining me today to talk about life, Minengeschoss, and the He177. I really should say more about this bomber. It is quite the fun vehicle. But the least I can say, check it out for yourselves. If you don't like the boring, stale gameplay of the heavy bomber in general, the He177 is something special. It's worth taking a look at, and it's worth learning, in my humble opinion. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.